First, let me commend the DOST Philippine Textile Research Institute for the successful launch of the Philippine Handloom Weaving Center. Pero hindi yata sa center, sa gilid lang, but it's also a center. I am most pleased to note that this central facility is dedicated to all the handloom weavers who have sustained the country's textile heritage and industry, many of whom I have had the pleasure to meet. This is the nexus of the tireless efforts born through countless years, decades even, of the intricate work done by DOST PTRI in going to the weaving communities around the Philippines. Listening to their stories, observing and familiarizing themselves with their heritage and culture, and faithfully channeling through science, technology, and innovation their shared experiences towards preserving and revitalizing handloom weaving as a cherished tradition and as a bulwark of innovation. The starting point of the handloom weaving is the weaver, their skills, and their experience, including their history and heritage. They are the heart of our programs and initiatives. We engage them through looms, yarns, and the market. Now, as we inaugurate the Philippine Handloom Weaving Center, we move closer towards the proverbial fabric of our shared and evolving consciousness. In my very brief time with the weavers like Manlilikha ng Bayan Magdalena Gamayo, who dressed the Ilocos Norte in the textile map, nandun po yung textile map sa kabila. The Mangyan weavers from Mansalay, nandito po ba sila? Online. The happy senior citizen weavers of Ibaan, Batangas. I have learned about handloom weaving. Weaving is the interlacing of the stretched out warp yarns that run along the length of the fabric. And the interlaced weft yarns are possible with three basic component motions: shedding, picking, and beating. Each of these steps is equally important to weaving. First motion is the shedding. This is attained by stepping on the pedal or moving the lever and selectively raising some while the other yarns remain, thus creating space. It involves the separation of the warp yarns into distinct layers, allowing space for the interlacing weft yarns. Mas maganda merong model si Dr. Julius habang nagdi-describe ako. Our textile interventions at DOST intentionally create channels where each one is given space to contribute so that they may have more impact than when doing things alone. I commend DOST PTRI's leadership for consistently convening the Interagency Technical Working Group on Handloom Weaving in support of the Handloom Weaving Bill that we hope will be refiled in this Congress. This Interagency Technical Working Group has secured the support and active participation of key agencies, including the Department of Trade and Industry, Department of Agriculture, National Commission of Indigenous Peoples, Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines, Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, and the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. We are actively reaching out to the Department of Tourism and the Department of the Interior and Local Government for their eventual involvement and participation. This ensures that we allow each stakeholder, especially in government, to maximize resources and push for impact in the handloom weaving sector in the shortest possible time. The second motion is picking. Inserts the weft yarn through the shredded warp yarns, most commonly through a shuttle. The shuttle is our convergence program that carries through yarns of innovations and weaves them through partnerships and relationships in the public and private sectors. For and with the Filipino diaspora, our partnership with the Consulate General in San Francisco and the Hinabi Project, composed of Filipino-American textile enthusiasts, pushes the boundary in cultural diplomacy. The Creatives Program of the DOST PTRI also targets vulnerable sectors, such as our recently concluded training and turnover of looms to the Department of Justice Bureau of Corrections, Correctional Institution for Women in Mandaluyong City. We also see this through the DOST PTRI's Textile Academy strategic linkages with partner academic and training institutions like TESDA for the second batch of the National Certificate 2 certification for upright handloom weaving here next week for 20 weavers from all over the Philippines. DOST PTRI will also be co-offering this coming semester Math E198 and MSE 297 Textile Material Science and Engineering and Master's Bachelor's Elective of the Material Science and Engineering Program of UP Diliman. We are pleased to note that Textile Academy and Creatives made it back to the National Expenditure Program NEP of DOST PTRI for 2026, and we hope it will still be there in the GAA. Eh pumalakpak naman kayo taga-PTRI, pasalamatan yung DPM. The third motion, beating, pushes the newly inserted weft yarns into the already woven fabric, allowing for the next yarns to be inserted, thus progressing in the weaving cycle. Beating reminds us of a strategic and creative consistency and the necessity of persistent follow-through, of continuous engagement after the initial intervention. The Philippine Handloom Weaving Center connects our partner weavers in the various regional hubs to a central nerve center for weaving, speaking in the language of innovation and science, and anyone coming here in this facility, physically or digitally, connecting them to potential customers and partners.